Hello, everyone. This is Rick Hopkins, best-selling author of The Three Steps to Financial Success and president of RH Consulting. And one of my new business partners recently asked me, how do I approach a prospect? And what do I say? Well, my advice was, don't go it alone. John D. Rockefeller once said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. Success requires leveraging other people's resources, both financial as well as human. Not necessary that you be a master salesperson or recruiter. Most people think it is, but it isn't. People dislike sales and recruiting because they dislike being sold or recruited themselves. Now, ironically, people actually love to buy. They just hate to be sold. Now, ever been asked to buy something that you actually needed, but for some strange reason you declined, and you're not quite sure why? It's not logical, but it is human nature. Sales is not a four-letter word. Every dollar made in America comes from someone at some time selling something to someone. Sales is not about getting someone to buy something. It's about providing the information they need to make the buying decision for themselves. Just identify their problem and present a solution, and people will sell or recruit themselves. Now, the good news is, right now, you don't have to focus on all that sales and recruiting stuff. That's my job, and I got this. Your job is simply to put as many people as possible in front of my presentation. The MyEcon presentation will do the selling and the recruiting for you. Now, the presentation contains everything necessary for the prospect to make a decision. It delivers a consistent, accurate, strategically positioned message to all prospects. Now, it minimizes interruptions and counterproductive interactions. Now, you put enough people in front of a presentation and you will be successful. Now, there's a little something called the 10-6-2 rule that applies to recruiting. Let's start by inviting 10 people to a presentation. First of all, only 6 of the 10 will actually show up. I mean, let's be real. It's too cold, it's too hot, it's raining, I had a flat tire. Or maybe that person just really didn't want to come anyway and didn't want to hurt your feelings. Either way, not all 10 are going to show up. 4 of the 6 will be open or actually interested in what you have to say. Of that 4, 2 will be ready to take action. Now, if your team isn't growing, you're simply not putting enough people in front of a presentation. Now, your warm market consists of people that you know, and your cold market is people that you don't know. Now, people you don't know can be challenging. MyEcon utilizes 2 strategies that allow you to recruit exclusively in your warm market, if you so choose. The base shop and the power of 2. Now, businesses that require you to recruit 10 or more people are really just setting you up to fail. Most people will only recruit 3 to 5 people in their entire lifetime. But in MyEcon, your first 2 recruits qualify you to earn higher commissions, bonuses, and overrides. Plus, you get 50% of every dollar earned in their base shop. As I said, the power of 2 and the base shop are 2 subjects that we'll cover each of those in their own separate training. But that's not tonight, though. My point was, don't feel like you've got the world on your shoulders when you're trying to recruit people into your business. It's not easy, and only a few people do it naturally. It takes training, it takes repetition, it takes being comfortable and familiar with your material, and then talking to people. Until you get to that point, let your upline help you. So this is Rick Hopkins, and I wish you the best in financial success.